There we go. All right. So just got done looking at episode 2 of The Boys season 2, and the second episode is actually pretty interesting because we were trying to figure out how did Butcher get out, like what happened, and what are the ramifications of everything, and why would Homelander leave him, still alive? Didn't make any sense. Then you proceed to see, what Homelander was doing with his son, what he's doing with the mom, and what his agenda truly is. And it's some dark stuff, bro. Like they're going full tilt on the darkness in terms of what Homelander is capable of and the impending danger that the mom and the boy really are in. Because, she had a deal going and she worked the system as best she could. But now, at this point, she's going to have to get out. And Butcher now understands what he needs to do that. And it's just fascinating to kind of watch. But the even more interesting thing is, like, the first episode I didn't like because, well, not that I didn't like episode, it's just I didn't like the way that the main characters were just rallying behind Butcher. Like, it was like, yeah, no, like, we're just going to listen to him. Even though the whole first season, they just discarded him because he was a piece of dirt. And this episode, it was kind of like they did something that I thought was really fascinating. They stood up for Kamiko and they stood up for Hughie. And it's kind of like Butcher just assumed that everybody was going to fall in line behind him, and he had to break code. He had to be honest with what's going on. Then you find out who the terrorist is with the shining light and what they're doing and how that's connected to who she is. And I thought that was even more thrilling. Now, one thing I'll say that I love with two different characters that I didn't expect them to go down this road. One is the Deep, because this random cult / friend / crazy woman are trying to help his mind recoup and grow, so to speak. And they gave him some kind of drug, and it basically is like making him reassess everything. And it is hilarious. It is very entertaining. The actor that plays the role of the Deep is doing an amazing job. They actually giving him something to do. They give, like, the last season is kind of like, it felt like a side measure. They just kind of just threw him out of the way because he was the Aquaman. It just doesn't matter. But this time around, it's actually some real depth to his character. They're actually going for it. The second character that I thought was very fascinating with the handling is with Starlight, because most of the episodes she's parading around with Stormfront, and you don't know. I personally don't trust Stormfront. I think she is insane, honestly. But in terms of when a certain other character comes back, and like Starlight is having to inadvertently change. Like, she's going, it's like weird, like it's the complete polar opposite of the first season. First season, I take that back. Maybe this is always going to be the situation, because no matter what, she is a part of the Seven, and being a part of that, even though, she's working with the good guys, she's having to change. She's having to get dirty. She's having to have dirt under her fingers. And this episode really showed how all this might pull her down a very dark path if she's not very careful. But still very entertaining. I actually really love it, and I love what they're doing with her character. But Stormfront, I think that she's hilarious. Like, she's actually hilarious. Like, she's a great addition to this entire season. But I'm curious to see where they're going to go with it. I'll talk to you guys later on. I got to go. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't going to stop. Peace, guys. Woo, woo. In broadcast.